Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 9 of the ultimate guide for new players in Scum 0.95. And yes, I hope that part, the sentry training, part 7 and 8, has taught you guys a lot about how to deal with different points of interest. I really hope I excited you guys to loot, all the major points of interest. If you don't know what major points of interest are, just, look at the guide, see what I marked on the map, these places that I marked. I don't want people, it's basically just no build zones. I don't want people to put bases down very, very close to it, because that's negative gameplay. If someone can shoot you from their base while you're trying to loot a big point of interest. But yeah, if you wonder, what are exciting places to loot, then just look at the orange circles, okay? Of course, the power plant is one of them. There's a lot of places to loot, but that's what I'd like you guys to do, is just loot as many different places as you can. And once you're comfortable, once you've spread your wings a bit, we haven't done a bunker yet. We haven't done an abandoned bunker. But as you guys can see, I haven't looted. I didn't loot the entire C2 bunker. I didn't loot the entire B2 airfield. Okay? So I'm just trying to give you guys the steps here and there. But what we're going to do now is, because I'm comfortable, and hopefully you guys are comfortable, hopefully you guys have looted the big city with me. You guys went and looked at the D4 airfield. You guys have looted various places. And once you're comfortable with the map, okay, because I'm just doing this at a sped up pace so that the guy doesn't take 2 years, okay? But once you're comfortable with everything, I need you guys to start looking for tools. When I say tools, I mean you can either buy the tools. That's always a great option for me. I can just go to the trader and buy a bunch of saws, and stuff like that. Or I can literally find what I need for a base, okay? And the tools that you're looking for are like saws. That's why I like cargo drops. Cargo drops gives you a lot of good base building materials. Toolboxes is important, but it's not that important, okay? But a toolbox is quite important, because to start a base, we have to focus on the flag, okay? You first have to place down a flag if you want to start a base. And to place a flag down, okay, you need certain resources. So, I don't know why it's not telling you here. That's one weakness, that they're not telling you what you need for the flag, unless I'm missing something. But I don't think I'm missing something. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing something. Like, I can't place the flag down, of course, but once you're in an open area, you can place the flag down. And I know we need rags, which is quite easy. We can get that from puppets, but we need scrap metal. Okay, we need scrap metal as well. Oh, that's extra inventory there. Which we need to get from cars, So you have to start somewhere. And a flag is usually a good place to start. But tools are very, very important, because if you're not using the right tools, you're going to take much longer to do what you need to do, okay? You need the right weapons to kill puppets faster, to loot places faster. You need better weapons. You need the right equipment. You need certain tactics to just make everything you do as effective and as time efficient as possible, and to minimize the risk of dying. But that is the same with base building. With base building, planning saves you a heck of a lot of time. Instead of you searching, if you just say, I'm going to build a base here, and you didn't think about it, a month later, you find out that you actually like being here on the map. You like looting this side of the map. And now you have to drive up and down all the time, Or you just, you put the base down, you built it, and then 2 months later, you're like, I don't like the area. For whatever reason, or you're being targeted by another clan. So planning where you're going to put your base is very, very important for various reasons. There's a ton of reasons why are you putting a base somewhere? The biggest reason is loot. Okay, how many places are there close to me? Is there a trader close to me? Is like, do I have a favorite place? Like the airfield's my favorite place, and the city's my favorite place. So building a base close to the city or building a base close to the airfield isn't a bad idea. Okay, if you just want to collect money and you know that the torpedo factory has got a lot of lockers, maybe you build your base close to the torpedo factory. Okay, so loot. Second point is danger. Okay, how much danger is in that base location? You know, what's the chance of being raided? How much traffic am I going to get? Okay. How far do clans that are very, very active have to travel to get to me? You know, if I'm living here, then most of the clans don't really, you know, it's gonna take a lot of effort for clans to raid me, you know, or even focus on me. But if I build a base here in B2 in the middle of everything, you know, like if I build a base here in the open field, then every single person on the server is probably going to know about me. So the more people are going to discover my base, the more I'm in the face, the more people on the server that know about me. Okay. And I have to consider all of that. You know, how much danger do I want? You know, do I like the hot areas? Do I like playing with very little clothing and being more, you know, active and driving a car? Do I like, you know, the middle of the map? Do I like the snow where I can wear a lot of clothing, where I can see people easier, where camouflage doesn't really give you a major advantage because there aren't a lot of bushes? Over time, you will figure out your reasons for building a base where you want a base, okay? I'm just saying there's a lot of things to think about just with where you're going to plant your flag. Then once you've got the area that you want to plant your flag, you're looking at how open it is. You know, how close are the trees to where you want to build the base? Are you going to need a vehicle? Are you going to need a wheelbarrow? You know, is there going to be a lot of traveling between your base and the trees, or are you going to build your base in the middle of a forest where you know, where it almost looks like Tarzan's house because there's just trees, you know, inside your base, bushes inside your base, rocks inside your base, so that it's easier for you to get the resource and build the base. You know, do you want to be in an open area so that if someone's raiding you, like if you build a base here in the open field and someone's raiding you, you can use the forest to shoot at them. You know, the more your base is in the open, yes, someone can see you much easier. But I mean, I've got rules on my servers to protect you that people aren't killing you in your flag area. But again, the main point is if it's open, then it's difficult to raid. The people that are raiding you don't have a lot of cover. And if they kill you and you have set up crates and loot around your base, you know, in the sector, because if someone kills you at your base, you're of course going to spawn in the sector. So if you've buried chests in the sector as backup, then you can come close. Your one buddy can be in the forest here, you can be in the forest, that person can be in the forest, this person can look over, you know, can be on high ground with an M82, and it make it very difficult for those people that are raiding you to either get into your base or to get out of your base. Okay? So there's a heck of a lot of things to consider, and that's what we're going to talk about. And then while we're talking about bases, there's a lot of things that a base helps you with, specifically storing your loot. And if you can store loot and you can start gathering up resources and you can start planning things ahead, then fame gets a little bit easier. Okay, so in part 9 we're going to talk a lot about base location, preparation for bases. And then in part 10, we're going to talk about fame, because as soon as you've got a base and you can start collecting gear, then there's certain ways for you to increase your fame, which you need for various things that the trader. You need fame to make your life a little bit easier. But it's very easy to lose your fame as well, because if someone kills you, you lose 50% of it. So in today's part, we're just going to cover base building. You know, and what's the advantages of a base, but also how much easier your base building experience is when you've got the right tools. And then in part 10, we're going to discuss how to gain fame. Now, because I'm basically speed running the guide, because I want to get to something that I'm very, very excited about, another series that I'm very, very excited about. You know, I'm not good. Like I said, I'm not collecting all the resource from all the points of interest. So part 10, I might do on my test server. Okay. But I'm still gonna build a little base here. Okay. The smallest base I can to try and show you guys, you know, that a solo doesn't have to kill himself with base building. But I am going to look for base building material in a town, at the quarries, at any, you know, like this is like a train yard, any industrial place. I'm going to look for tools. Okay. Even military points of interest have got tool like storage units where you can find axes and tools and stuff like that. Okay, even the factory next to the airfield, you know, I have found many chainsaws there before. The city has got places where you can find base building, you know, base building materials. But I mean, where I am now at the moment, the town is a good idea, this place is a good idea, and the quarries is a good idea. So I'm going to loot this town. I'm just going to loot the workshops that I'm in. I'm not going to loot houses. I'm going to loot workshops because I'm looking for work material to build my base. And then I'm going to loot the train station and the quarries, and then choose a base location. Okay. And I've built my base literally all over the map, but I'll choose a nice little open base location. So, you know, it doesn't get too complicated for you guys. We can do the steps very easily. Okay, so let me loot the town. Let me loot this and loot the quarries, and then let's see what we can come up with. Of course, I'm going to have my instant replay on in case anything happens. And you guys can see what I have. I don't have a lot at the moment. Okay, like when it comes to base building, I don't have a saw. The best thing I've got is a bushman. You don't build a base with a bushman. Okay, so I don't have a saw. I don't have an axe. But we're going to look for them. So let's go. Okay, I just came out of the town, did a very, very, very quick sweep of the town. I got another toolbox, got some duct tape, grabbed a bunch of food from the trees. There's quite a lot of peach trees and cherry trees in that town. I got a cleaver, got about 6 screwdrivers, which is really, really great if a cargo drop happens to land close to me. Got a few bolts and stuff. Nothing major, so for now, basically just the toolboxes and the cleaver. And now we're going to loot this train yard quickly. And again, going to do it quite quickly. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. I'm not going to build an expansive base. Okay, I'll rather go more in depth with base building on a separate video or a dedicated video, you know, instead of the journey that I'm on now. I'd rather want to get through all the steps. But this little cabin here in B3, there's one cabin here at the bottom. It's quite a nice cabin to me. It's very close to the quarry. It's very close to the train yard. It's very close to a city and another city and a bunker and the boot camp and the castle. Okay. So, yeah, within close proximity, you've got building materials, you've got a town, you've got military equipment, a bunker, and you've got the trader. Basically, almost just a sector away. Okay, so that's very good. Beat the poop out of this woman. Okay, and the other thing that I like about this place is I've got my own little water source over here. Okay, I've got a place where I can get eggs and feathers. The back part is the only part that I don't really like, but it's well protected. Like no one can really do anything from the back here. Okay, realistically, no one can do anything from the back, so you don't really have to protect this area. You can still put a bunch of traps down, but like this is basically all that you have to protect. You know, you can just build out here. You know, or build like out and just go around this, you know, and come in like this. And then you can put a little farm down for yourself here and stuff. You can still put a well down. But I mean, I've already put a lock on, and I've got a bed, very, very nice bed for myself. I've got 2 items that I can loot. I can cook food on the stove, so I just need the power or the gas for it, okay? It hasn't got a fridge. That's about the only negative thing, you know, but I can always get a fridge and put a fridge inside here, a nice little fridge inside here. So it's quite cozy and doesn't need a lot of protection, okay? And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the flag down so you guys can just see what it takes to put down a flag. So I'm just going to craft a flag, going to put it down here. And there we go, 10 scrap metal, 10 rags. You can get dirty rags for Papas, like the Papas is lying next to me. Two bolts and a toolbox, okay? And I've basically got everything I've got. I picked up the 10 scrap metal from cars. Then I made 2 bundles of rags with 5 dirty rags and a rag strip. You need a rag strip as well with the 5 rags to make a bundle. Okay, and I can just uncraft them. Doesn't take too long. And then I can uncraft the other one, the other bundle. And there we go. I've got 10 rags. So I should have everything now. Shift F. There we go. Okay, I've got the flag. This area now belongs to me. Now I can build stuff here. Okay, so instead of burying a chest, what is way, way easier now is just basically making a chest here. Okay, so yeah, I still want those markers, but I can put a nice large chest over here. Okay, 10 scrap metal, 7 nails, toolbox. Okay, those things are quite fancy, so let's just start with a small one. Let's just start with a basic wooden one over here. Okay, rope, planks, and 2 bolts. Okay, so I can put the 2 bolts in. I used something that I didn't want to use, which is bad. I think I used the blue wires. Yeah, using the blue wires is not good because you need that for barbed wire. Okay, but now I've got the axe. I can chop down the tree. Because I've got a large axe, I know I'm going to get 5 sticks from every long stick. 5 sticks is a rope, so I can walk to the end of all the sticks. But I know that the axe that I'm using at the moment, which is a proper axe, is going to give me 5 small sticks from every long stick. So now I just have to chop 2, and then I can just craft 2 rope. 2 rope will be more than enough for what I need over there. Okay, and now I can just drag 2 logs into the house. Doesn't take too long to just drag the logs inside. Take that in my hands. Yep, 2 logs over here. Chop them up into planks. And all of this should be enough. Okay, so there I've got the chair. So without needing to bury it or anything, now I can just put all my loot in here. Okay, and I can go fetch the loot that I buried, you know, that I buried close to the safe zone or near the safe zone. And if I want to bury loot, I can still bury the loot. I've got, you know, I've got the spade here. Yeah, for now, I don't really want to lose the shotgun. So yeah, we're just gonna have to make space for this over here. I want the knife holster for the Bushman, which will be very good. I don't need that. The screwdrivers are good. The milk isn't extremely necessary at the moment. We've got enough screwdrivers to do something. Keeping the bolts on me is unnecessary. Keeping that on me is unnecessary. Keeping more than 1 sewing kit on me is definitely unnecessary. The duct tape is unnecessary. See, I've got these food. I've got the food and the water here. That's why I don't feel I need the other stuff necessarily. Okay? So this is more than enough for me, and I can put the axe there, and I can put this mask there. So I've already got a bit of money. With the 2 masks, the 2 masks are already giving me a bit of money. And that's basically it, okay? And now I can wall it off if I want to. Okay, so we just go, the thing is, because I've got the bed, I've got the stove, I've got everything. Like, this is now my modular base. Okay, this is my modular base. The only difference is no one can blow through it. So no one can really hurt my modular base. But I'm still going to put down the walls. Okay. Right here. You know, and now because I own this place, I can start building here. Okay. And now all I have to look out for is that little thing over there. So I'm going to put it like this, hold in shift. Yeah, and I'm holding in shift, you know, to align it. So putting that in there, pressing F, seeing if that's all right. No one can come through here. That's absolutely fine. And like I say, I just want to close up. I just want to, you know, just want a nice opening here for myself. And I want to close up this. I don't have to, but I'd like, you know, I'd like to close it up. And then right here, again, Alt-C, the same thing. Okay, I can get it as close as I can here. 3 meter piece, again, holding in shift. 3 meter piece this way. At least that's going to be a nice solid piece. You know, and then I just build up to here, build this way, close it up. And that's it. Then I just have to upgrade these. I just have to upgrade these parts. Someone can jump onto the roof here, okay? With a car or something like that. So I'll probably need to build a wall here. But for now, I'm just going to make a window here. Okay. But I can, you know, I can make a wall here just to make sure that people don't, you know, that people can't jump on there. So I just flip it that way. And if I want to make sure people can't jump, like, yeah, with a car, I think with a car, they'll still be able to jump onto here. So I'm just going to, I actually want to see if I can put the wall down like that. That is cool. That is nice. That's quite cool. So yeah. Putting a wall down like that. That's quite cool. But I'm going to have to put a piece here as well. You know? Like, just like that. Or I can literally start I can start this wall a little bit closer. Like I can do this, and then I can go Alt-C, and then I can start this wall over here, okay? And then I can come out 3 meters this way. Okay? But I started this on this corner, so I like to be linear. That's the thing, I like to be linear. But that's the fun thing. You can play around as you like, you know? You can play around as you like. So I like the fact that if I make 3 meters, you know, it's a bit more solid. It's a bit more solid, so I like that. I don't think that's enough space to jump through there, so that's solved. And then again, I can just flip it, you know. So you always want to flip it because there's like barbed wire that's going to hang over there. Okay, and you can just build, like, look there, guys, sticks. You know, I can do everything now. That's the thing. I can build everything now with sticks and planks and stuff like that. So give me a sec. I've just got the axe with me. Give me a second. I'll show you guys what I can do really quickly. Okay, it's like I'm going to put a timer on it. Okay, I'm going to stop this recording, start a new recording, and see exactly how long it takes me to just put these walls up quickly. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I decided to not close up my, my egg den and my water because the ground just becomes too unlevel. You guys can see the ground just, I'm just going to have too many small pieces that I won't be happy with. And I think I can destroy this one. I think it lines up nicely. It doesn't line up perfectly, but it's not the end of the world. I can always line it up again if I want to. Okay. So yeah. There we go. Okay, we've got a single door going in here that's protecting our flag. We can put a well here, we can put a farm here, we can put our bike here, we can put our bicycle in here. And once we've got a vehicle, okay, we can make a garage for the vehicle. But for now, we have got 2 levels that's protecting us. And the biggest thing about this is that we can put a BCU lock on this. So people are forced to raid, to use explosives to go through these walls, because they won't be able to get in without without our BCU, and then they are forced to lockpick this. Okay, and if we want, remember this is a very, very, very big forest. Okay, so I think the server restarted. I don't know if the loot respawned, but in any case, we've got our own little private place over here. And if we've got important loot, guys, the forest is big. Okay, the forest is insanely big. The forest area that we are in is insanely big, so we can bury our loot anywhere in this forest so that people don't find it. Okay, but that took me about 20 minutes with an axe. You guys can see the axe is basically, the axe is basically broken. Okay, so I used 1 axe for all of this. They're not going to be able to jump onto here. I don't know if they will be able to jump on here, but doesn't really matter. Okay, we can always close it up more. I can still put a window in here. Okay, so wherever you're feeling a bit exposed, because clearly if you're online and they blow through here, then you can defend your base. Okay, and we can put stuff over the windows. I haven't crafted the window thing in a while, but here we go. Okay, so you can put one there and you can put one there. Okay, and then you just need the scrap metal and stuff to upgrade it. Does it go directly to metal? Goodness gracious. Okay, the metal one, the metal ones takes a lot. Okay, so if we destroy that, or we destroy that, then maybe this is a little bit better. It's got more gaps in it, but in any case, that's a lot less resources, okay, than the other one. But again, you can close off whatever you want to close off. Since if you are going to do this, I think the last option is the best. Okay, I really do think the last option is the best. And once you guys have watched my guides, you will know how easy it is to get those 120 lead plating. The lead plates. And on official servers, you can literally buy batteries. So it's extremely easy, okay, to do that. But now we can call this home. We can get more locks and padlocks and stuff like that, okay. We've got the 6 screwdrivers. We've got this. I'm going to leave this at the base because I have got the cleaver on me, okay. And I just need thread. I can buy thread. No, I've literally got 2 sewing kits. I don't know what the heck I was thinking there. I've literally got two sewing kits. Don't know how I forgot that. But we're going to repair this. And then we're going to adventure. Look for a cargo drop. Look for a plane. We are getting close to 80 fame. That's going to allow us to buy a mountain bike. Okay? So we can start saving up the money. Going to the Chinese shop, getting 1 Dawa sword is going to be $3,000. I think we've got quite a bit of money here already. Okay, we can go out and adventure with serious weapons. But I'm gonna just go on out with my bat. Okay, to have more inventory space. And that's it. Now we're going to look for some locks. And from here on, we can just make a ton of straps. But for now, this is all we need to upgrade. And the amount that you upgrade and the amount you add to your base is completely up to you guys. So if you've got any questions about this, like I used to love this cabin. I really, really used to like the cabin. There's even feathers over here, okay? So this definitely used to be one of my favorite cabins. But the longer you play, the more creative you get, and when I started, a club with nails was my favorite weapon. So don't try and copy anyone that is trying to help you. Take it as a blueprint, as a foundation for yourself, and form your own style, because as you play, your priorities will change. I'm just showing you how to protect your loot very, very fast, very, very quickly. I've got a base building video that I showed you how to protect your base very easily. I think it's in the playlist of this guide where I showed you like a nice solo base. But of course, this one will be much faster. There are cabins that are easier, cabins that are on flat ground. That's not as complicated as this one. But you guys get the idea. It is quite easy to protect your loot. The only thing is that you can't put a BCU lock on just the... You can't make that house unraidable, because if you could put a BCU lock on there, no one can blow in and no one can lockpick it because of the BCU lock and because they haven't killed you yet. So then that unit would be unraidable. We can't have that. So that's why you need the external wall, so that you can put the BCU lock on the external wall and then force them to use explosives and lockpicking, okay? Give them a lot more effort. But again, you don't have to keep anything in that cabin that's very important to you. You can go bury it. Okay, so if you guys enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and click the like button. If you want to learn everything about Scum, then click the subscribe button. I'm really excited about a new series, my first series that I'm going to do after going full-time. I'm officially going full-time. I am semi-full-time at the moment, but at the end of the month, I'm going completely full-time, okay? And I'm excited about the series that I'm going to give you guys in February. But in any case, like I say, if you guys got any questions regarding base building, leave it down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.